Hey guys, I'm Ronni,
And I'm Connor.
and welcome to episode 8 of Gen Z TV.
Well, as hard as it is to believe, this election is just about over. The second and final presidential debate happened on Thursday, October 22nd, and well, at least it was more civil than the other one.
Yeah, at least they were able to let each other talk for once, but that doesn't mean the debate was entirely perfect. They still bickered and argued about who knows what and tried to convince any somehow undecided voters that they were the correct choice.
My favorite part was when Biden called Trump Abraham Lincoln over here. That is such like an uncle at the family reunion type of thing to say, and I just loved it. It's crazy to think though that in just a few days the voting will be all over, and then it just comes down to that suspenseful killer wait as you just have to see how the votes get counted, when the votes get counted, and who knows when we'll see a result.
Because of the large influx of vote by mail ballots, this year we may not actually know who won on election night itself. While we may have a general idea, we might not actually know the full results for some time after the election. Some have indicated that it could be weeks before we have a definite winner if the election is close.
And honestly, that's the last thing 2020 needs. We've had such a long election year as it is between the virus and the protests and all these other things. So I really hope it doesn't drag on too long for any reason.
Yeah, and in a big plot twist, there's a possibility of Texas becoming a Democratic state with a strong slate of female candidates running for office.
There's been a huge demographic shift happening in Texas in recent years where white people now only make up 25% of the state's population, and Houston has become the most diverse city in the United States. President Trump won the state in 2016, but the polls are showing it could be a lot closer this time around. No Democrat has won the state since Jimmy Carter in 1976, so we shall see how it turns out for Joe Biden.
What a time to be alive. Now, in COVID news, the Trump administration with the Department of Health and Human Services offered any Santa Claus actors a deal to promote the COVID-19 vaccine with a promise they would have premier access to it. After the world found out how stupid the idea was, they promptly canceled it and the health agency stopped returning phone calls.
Yeah, I think isn't it just such a great idea to ask a kid, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And they say anything and you just go, what's that? Did you say a COVID vaccine? You got it.
Yeah, not exactly the best way to deck the halls this holiday season.
Anyway, let's get to the gossip. Donald Trump called out Borat star Sacha Baron Cohen, calling him an unfunny phony and a creep in response to his new mockumentary, Borat Subsequent Movie Film. Cohen responded with a tweet that said, quote, Donald, I appreciate the free publicity for Borat. I admit I don't find you funny either, but yet the whole world laughs at you. I'm always looking for people to play racist buffoons, and you'll need a job after January 20th. Let's talk.
Got him. There's a new Netflix series called Selena that will dig deeper into the life of the Queen of Tejano music. The series will go more in depth than the 1997 film, including information about the backstory behind her most beloved songs and her rise to stardom. The series will be released on December 4th, 2020.
We can't wait to see it. Next up, Blackish star Yara Shahidi has been cast as Tinkerbell in Disney's upcoming live-action Peter Pan movie titled Peter Pan and Wendy. This is the first time a person of color has filled a role that has traditionally been played by white actors.
We love to see it. Both Drake and Miley Cyrus have announced a new album. Drake dropped a teaser video for his album titled Certified Lover Boy on his 34th birthday. It is set to be released in January 2021. Miley Cyrus's new album titled Plastic Hearts is set to be released on November 27th, 2020.
In preparation for her Valentine's Day album next year, Candy Hearts. Next, a new site by Rashik Zahid has been created that figures out what McDonald's locations have a broken ice cream machine. The site, called McBroken, acts as a bot that tests the availability of ice cream sundaes at every US McDonald's location every 30 minutes. Many on Twitter are calling him a hero for the work he's done for the McDonald's ice cream loving community. And I don't really see a point in doing this because all of them are broken anyway, but it's nice to see someone try.
That's so true. Finishing with some Halloween news, Bette Midler confirms that she and Hocus Pocus co-stars Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy will be reuniting for the sequel Hocus Pocus 2. Before this, though, the trio are set to reunite at a virtual one-night-only documentary-style event called In Search of the Sanderson Sisters.
Let's get on with the show.